10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the James Madison Dukes, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Colorado State Rams. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Dukes will boot it away to start the game. Fielded in the end zone. It's Chavez. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Colorado State's return team didn't help matters out much there. And here's the band they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Looking to pass on second down. He's got him this time. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Rams moving quickly to the line. Away from the defender. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. And the Rams have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're bringing heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. 2nd down now after the sack. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. He's got it. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Colorado State.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Dukes offense has the ball for the 1st time. These two dudes who both come off the edge can wreck an offensive stage, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting sacked.
Yeah, best athletes on the field are defensive linemen, and when you got guys like this that can get after the quarterback, points will be at a premium.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. He's looking to throw it. He's right on target. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. New set of downs after that completion. They're going to run it. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Leaves it with the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Moves around to clear up the vision. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the 1st down, keep this drive rolling.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
He'll bring it out. It's Chavez. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They're getting this guy lathered up. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The offense set for a 1st down play. From the shotgun, the inside give. They make the stop, and that'll bring the 1st quarter to a close. Absolutely nothing settled, deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They move the tight end all over. Off the play fake. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Ball is at the 41 as his defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Rams send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Finds the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down. Now on 2nd and short after the 1st down completion. Power football with the run. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of... Oh, trickeration. He's throwing it. And it's caught. Can he get it to the sticks? And he is stopped short. They execute the throw and catch, but didn't make the first down. Line gets set, first down. He'll pull it on the read. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Rams want to move quickly. The give out of the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Makes the grab. Off he goes. Touchdown, Colorado State. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Movement here from the tight end. The give to the running back from the shotgun. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
The Dukes will line it up on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Deep shot for the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. He got it.
That gives the score to Colorado State 14, James Madison 10.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll throw it on first down. He lets it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Dumps it off in the flats. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. It's on target and complete. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get a rhythm, to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bell. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Pocket starts to collapse. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. This is going to be a tough field goal try, 55 yards and from the left hash. And it's no good. After the miss, the lead is still 4.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the...
He wants to take the top off. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Rams will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with...
Looking to take a shot. Snags it inside the 20. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Dukes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Touchdown, Dukes! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
14.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I could go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. The run from the shotgun. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. And the Rams line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He'll come out throwing on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Wants to throw on second down. A strike downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. The Dukes are moving quickly down the field. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Fires on the move. Touchdown, James Madison. And they take it in for 6 more points. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
James Madison, 24, Colorado State.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll try the right side. Across the 25, he's got room. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. The Rams want to pick up the tempo.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Using the quick game. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Quick tempo here for the offense. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense gets to the quarterback. You use the play action to try to slow down the rush, make the defense hesitant. In that case, they weren't hesitant at all.
No, they weren't, and it was a nice job with respect to effort on defense. You saw guys engaged one-on-one. They got dudes beating some blocks, lots of speed in the front of that defense. You saw it on that play.
What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Fires into traffic, picked off. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They'll put the tight end in motion. Out of the gun to give to the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Buys a little time. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. This is a 3rd and long. Coming after him. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be a 4th down.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
On 4th down, going to the air. The throw. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And the defense makes a tackle, but not before. He gets down to the 2.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Dukes. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
Coming out with it, it's Chavez. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. A first down for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the middle. It's caught. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. And the Rams headed quickly to the line.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all
holds it in on the left. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Getting some heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. On second down, looking again to throw. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Caught over the middle. It's Dobbs. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
And the sophomore just a little too much on that one.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
He wants to pass it on second down. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, James Madison. And the route is on. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Miami is just getting blown off the field today. This has been a gong show since the opening kick. And the U is staring at a big fat L right now. They're trailing by 14 to Stanford.
Catch in the middle, it's Bell.
We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to go up top on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Comes out throwing on first down. He's taking the deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Touchdown Rams! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game. And that pass is intercepted. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. They'll start this drive with a pass. That's reeled in. It's Avant. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Dukes. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in week 4. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turned on the Jets, making the big play.
Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. He wants to throw here on second down. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high, and wide on that one. We make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game tonight.
The Rams will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. One more play to pad the stats. Trying to find his man on first down. Going for it all. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. This is what an elite team